1, 2, 3. It's cave bear time! Welcome to summer in Austria. Any questions? Gorgeous weather, isn't it? Never mind, we didn't come here to talk about the weather. We came here to talk about the mountain behind me. I'm in a small town in Austria. I will not tell you the name for one simple reason, because I'm going to take on an expedition into a huge cave that once used to be inhabited by thousands and thousands of cave bears. And the reason why I will not share with you the name of this place is because I want to respect this mountain and specifically the cave. Because with a bit of luck, I will show you some immensely interesting and fragile traces of history. And we want to respect this cave so not too many people come in and trample all over it and possibly destroy these vestiges. You heard it right, cave bears. Check this out. This is the skull of a real cave bear. So you can tell these guys were big bruisers. And they died out in the Pleistocene, so about 25 to 30,000 years ago, the last cave bears were seen around. This also means that these bears actually met human beings. And we've seen, for example, in the cave in Chauvet in France, that they used to actually paint them on the caves. Now, bears always have a fierce reputation, right? Oh, the canines. Fact is, when you turn the skull around and have a look inside, is that these teeth here tell a much more gentle story. These are actually teeth that tell the story of herbivores. So these guys mainly ate plants. Also, the analysis of the bones show us that they actually prefer to eat herbal diets. Before we start going up the mountains, I just have to pick up Sebastian, a next generation firewalker, 19-year-old guy, super cool, excellent martial artist, and you're just about to meet him right now. There he is, Bastian in full-fledged glory. Yes. All right, let's do it. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's rock. Okay, guys, so this is Basti, and the interesting thing is, hey, he is the son of one of my oldest university friends in Austria, and he's the lucky guy. I'm gonna show him the cave, and you guys are gonna have to guess where it is, and we're gonna have to climb all the way up there. Cool thing is these forests are full of stuff to forage. Let me show you something really cool. The original wild strawberry. Closer, closer, closer. This is what a wild strawberry looks like. Yum. And next pit stop on the gourmet trail, raspberries. So when in the forest, you always have to have your eyes wide open. Check out these cute little original raspberries. There you go, fully fed. All right, and for all the gourmets out there, the most expensive food from France is escargot. And guess what? Basti just found one. That's a real escargot, guys. So, Basti, eat it. Don't get chicken. Yay! We're clear through the cloud cover. But we're not done yet, guys. We still have to go up there. Almost there. What do you think, Basti? Big, huh?
Yeah.
Huge. Right, we made it to the entrance of the cave. And here a bit of historical background, which is really interesting. So this cave, as you can see, is as huge as a highway tunnel. And it goes into the mountain about 1.5 miles this size. It's amazing. And now the most interesting part is that in this cave, bears, the cave bears, Ursus speleus, used to come when they were still alive. They were alive until the last Ice Age until about 10,000, 12,000 years ago, and then they died out. But imagine, over 100,000 plus years, they used to come and hibernate here. That means that every year or 2 years, one cave bear dies because of natural reasons. So you do the numbers. That means at least 50 to 100,000 cave bears died in here. And this cave was chock-a-block with cave bear poop and cave bear bones. So after the First World War was over, the Austrian Empire was on the losing side, and Austria had shrunk tremendously. They lost all the other countries they used to control. They were very poor all of a sudden. And one problem was Austria did not have enough fertilizers. So they started thinking about this cave, and they realized, hey, all the cave bear bones, all the cave bear poop, everything in there is actually pure phosphate. And they actually went in there and had a mining operation and dug down up to 10 meters of these cave bear bone remains, crushed them and threw them on the field to fertilize the fields of Austria. A crazy story. Caves are actually an excellent environment to overwinter, and the reason is very simple. They have a steady temperature of around 8 degrees Celsius inside, which means that, of course, in summer that seems rather cold, but in winter it's actually quite warm. And that also means that with the cave bears, human population is living in here too. And this also means that they have found in here human remains and Neolithic tools, and even worked cave bear bones. That means, it's been slashed and diced, because obviously they had encounters in here. It's quite possible that in the winter, when the bears were hibernating, that Homo sapiens came in here and killed a few of these things. There's a froggy. You see it, guys? What do you think, guys? Big enough for you? That's a really nice big cave. And so you must imagine, 10,000 years ago, cave bears coming around in here and human beings chasing after them. Amazing scenes. And the cave is gorgeous because you've got fresh drinking water coming in. So you can resupply with fantastic pristine water. You can see, all the crevices, full of stalactites and curtains of calcium carbonate. Gorgeous. So Sebastian is gonna have a fresh sip of water, because it doesn't get any fresher than this, man. How is it?
Good.
Excellent, huh? Yeah. Doesn't get much fresher than this. So this is the part that's not for the faint-hearted. We're gonna climb up all these stairs into that. And the cave bears did exactly the same. You can see the water, because it's so humid here. Literally. Yeah, Bastian is now climbing all the stairs. And it's really muddy and slippery and deep. So when you slip here, it's going to be bad news. This is as steep and slippery as it gets. And imagine, bears actually came in here in utter darkness. We're about 1 mile inside the cave right now. And so these bears, in complete darkness, navigated all these crevices. Unbelievable. And at the end, there's a dead bat on the floor. And you can see the cave, maybe ants or insects are trying to eat it up. So get a load of this. The cave bears actually climbed without a ladder, right? And they literally went into this amazing space up there. How did they do that? And this is exactly what Basti found right now. Here you can see the surface, and here you can see the scratch marks. There, Basti, put your finger there. There's a scratch mark here, scratch marks there, where Basti is pointing. And these are actually scratch marks of the claws of the bears that were climbing up there. There you go. There's another one right up there, the claw mark. And you can see the rock over here is very pitted, and over there it's very, very smooth. Over here, you can see the holes in here, and you can see how smooth it is here. That means that the bears literally crawled back there into that big space up there where they used to hibernate. And that's what I came to show you. I'm super happy that we found it. No, this is not on this. And so I'm super excited that Basti found this. Super job, man. Yeah, you can see the scratch marks in there. Down here. Check of this thing. That's great. Right there in the next one. The next day. That one, the next drüben. That one. See, that's a classic claw mark where the bears climbed up here. And it's all flat. And this is all looks like the surface of the moon, and this is where the tens of thousands of bears made this thing nice and smooth. Over here and over here. Very clear. Tens of thousands of bears had to go through this to make it that smooth. Awesome. Thousands of bears have polished this rock flat. It's called bear polish. So this is where you can literally touch the bear's fur tens of thousands of years across history. Bear polish in a cave. Basti, well done, man. Young firewalker, that's what comes up. Now let's get out of here. And of course, we need a firewalker quiz. Which one was the biggest bear that ever lived? Grizzly, short-faced bear, or cave bear. First person to send the right answer to the comments below gets the Firewalker t-shirt. Bang! Like, subscribe, and share.